Hello everyone, and welcome to How Many Ones? This is episode 14. Today we're going to do a review of Realmshift 3, technically. I think it's called that. My name's Matt Clark, and with me, as always, is...
Paul Buckler.
And...
a rat man in a human suit. Richard Belfield.
Isn't that just a rat?
No, because I could be a good person, but I have a rat inside. So, actually, no, that makes it sound like Richard Gere. I can't say that.
Where inside? I mean, that's
sorry, guys. I'm not saying that again. Those are rumours, you know what I mean? If it was rumours for Richard Gere, it's rumours for me.
Wasn't it a hamster for Richard Gere, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I take it a bit real risky. I want something that fights back.
I'm pretty sure hamsters fight back as well. Most things do.
Especially when they're shoving them up your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is devolved within seconds. Sorry about that, guys.
Well done.
Hi, I'm Richard Belfield, otherwise known as the third person.
Yeah.
Let's do that for a change.
We'll just call you three rats, shall we?
Yes, the three rats. Guess where they are.
Yeah. So, aside from going to Realmshift, which you two went to and I didn't, so I will enjoy listening to you guys serenade me with your tales of woe and excitement. Have you been up to any other hobby things?
Do you want me to go first?
Poole? Yeah.
Yeah, so I have been painting crocodiles or alligators for Mardi Gras coming up in a few weeks' time, because we get some bonus points for bringing a crocodile model.
No, alligator.
But is it alligator?
It is, because I spent a lot of time checking out snouts because I know how specific Matt is about these things.
I know Jen's going around and looking at all our models, and she will be deciding if we are disqualified or not.
Ooh.
So woe betide anybody who's bought the wrong one, whichever.
That's a sweet talk, Jen, wouldn't I?
So they have to be alligators, they can't be crocodiles.
Correct, yeah, and it is alligators, you are correct, because it's Mardi Gras themed, and that's what they have in America, isn't it? So.
Which I don't know, but I don't know why, but I suppose that's not a thing they do.
It's alligators in Florida, and the Everglades, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's crocs in Australia and other places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all to do with the snout thickness, apparently, and grey-coloured skin as opposed to green colour.
And also, I think the snout's got to be pointier if you're a crocodile and rounded if you're an alligator. So basically, what we're saying is alligators have got girth.
Mm.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
I'm sorry, guys. I've started right at the bottom already. I usually work my way down there.
Looking forward to see how low you can get this episode. Now you've started there.
I'll let you know when I reach the other side of the world.
What have you been doing then?
So I have been building. Well, I say building. I've because the weather's been so awful. I've had to wait until like 5 minutes on Saturday to prime my alligator model.
What, quickly run outside and spray it before it rains and gets leaky.
Yeah, basically, and then hope it can be warm enough that it doesn't. So it stinks up the house, but at least it's going to be it's even coat. So I've managed to prime him. So I've started painting him, and does buying count as hobby?
Yeah. That's basically all I do.
Yeah,
thinking about buying things counts as hobby.
Good, because I've been thinking about buying things, and I have preliminary deals in place to buy things.
Who's just opened a can of drink in the back?
Not me.
That's me. Sorry, guys, I was thirsty. So I'll wait until I finish talking before I have any, and then you can hear how delicious my cherry tango is, sugar-free.
Not cherries.
Cherry's the best. Absolutely.
That reminds me. So Paul and I played the other day.
Right.
Around Paul's house. Paul has a giant fridge of drinks.
Yeah.
And I didn't want a drink. This is the first one.
No.
And he had a drink. He reached in the fridge, got a drink, didn't look at it, just opened it and drank it. It was like, looked at it, and it was like a cherry.
Pepsi Max. It was a Pepsi Max cherry. Like there must have been 30 cans of normal Pepsi Max in there, and I pulled out the one that James Evilly had left behind.
Yeah.
Sorry, James. I've drunk your cherry Pepsi Max.
Yeah. Right, I can hear him already seething.
Yeah.
His damaged D3 hands ready to to.
Yeah, I don't want to
more.
upset him really.
Yeah, the fists are
crush
pounding away,
me
aren't
his
they?
vice-like grip.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, so I've been thinking about buying stuff. I've been eyeing up a bit of Zinch. I've been. I did start painting a master molder, another one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've got an idea for lists involving 3 master molders.
Nice.
And what I like about the master molders I have is I've got one of the old metal ones, one of the new plastic ones, and one I made myself before the new plastic ones came out of a pack master and some the Cursed City set that had all the little like zombie rats, the little ones.
Yeah.
So a few of those in the pack master. So
okay,
it'll be nice to have a third one so they all look different.
Yep.
So
that's
that's kind of what I've been doing. It's not a lot, but the weather's been awful, so I'm hoping it clears up a little bit.
It's been horrific.
Yeah. So talking about Zinch, we will be doing that review next because it seems like it should be quite popular. So we'll try and get that one done ASAP for people.
Nice.
So they'll do that one on next show.
I think Zinch is probably, personally, I prefer Zinch to the other one that came out. But everybody knows how I feel about elves.
Before we start the Zinch review, how many hero characters do they have?
Oh yeah, please,
because it can't be worse than Nurgle last time.
Oh my god!
Let's have a quick look.
That battle tome might as well have been called "Heroes and a Couple of Blokes."
So
we haven't done
1,
Stormcast
2,
1.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That's about half the number.
14 heroes. So we're about or at least 10 less. I think they're about 24 now.
Okay.
So it shouldn't take us quite as long as 2 hours to go through every single.
Go for that. Yeah, but it wasn't 2 hours to go through them all. It was 2 hours to go through the heroes, and then about 10 minutes for the other 4 units.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Honestly, if you want to play Hero Hammer and you want to run Chaos, just do Nurgle.
Yeah. So, hobby-wise, Matt, what have you been up
to? Mainly making stuff again. So I'm playing one of my friends from my chiropractic degree tomorrow.
Ooh, is this a new player to AOS?
But this is 40k, not AOS.
Okay.
So I've been trying to make, because I've had some like a Deathwing Dark Angel army for ages.
Is that the one you kept trying to sell?
Made it, yes. But now I decided just to make it and I'll just play with it.
Yeah.
Can you tempt them to the fun game?
I try, but he lives in London anyway, so I only see him very rarely. But I'll try and get him to or at least I'll try and get him to listen to this. At the very least.
What's he playing?
He'll be in a second if he listens to us talk about it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Just ignore what we talk about. Where we insert small rodents, because that's not true.
Yes, probably for the best.
What army is he playing? Do you know?
I don't know yet. Not sure. Last time we played it, which was a long time ago, he had Elder.
It'll be Tau. It's always Tau.
Probably, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, that'll be fun tomorrow.
Nice. We'll enjoy that, mate.
And then after that, I need to get one and build. I want to finish my Zinch after that, because now that the book's coming out, we can actually play them properly, not have to worry about the old rules, which would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem like, from what I've read, they seem like really, really fun rules, and I think it's a really fun army. It doesn't seem like overly oppressive like some other armies.
Like what?
Shiny elves.
You think? Well, you know what? People have to listen to our review, then they can make their own mind up, can't they, Rich?
That is true.
So we have more exciting news.
What have you been looking at?
I've not been lurking at anything.
What's been so exciting?
We've not been lurking at anything.
I've discovered a VPN. Nothing can stop me.
First, no.
Look, I'm in Holland. I'm coming from Holland. I can do what I like.
It's all right. I can watch this in Zambia. It's fine.
So, the exciting news is we now have a sponsor who is Pro Painter Studios.
Woo!
And good choice, guys. We're amazing.
Studios
we're well worth the sponsorship.
Provide hobby tools to support your gaming needs, essentially, both in AOS and 40k and some other games as well.
AOS, 40k, Marvel Crisis Protocol, and other upcoming games, I believe, as well. Genuinely speaking, and I can't say I speak for everyone, but I can certainly speak for me, and I'm pretty sure all of us here, some of the most interesting and best quality equipment and tokens that I've ever had the benefits to use. The new designs they have on the measuring sticks, there's probably a more technical term for it, but I've got the ones that have I can't remember the name, but they look like warp stone almost, like lightning across them. I think you've seen mine, Paul, haven't you?
I think most of the world's seen yours at some point. Rich.
I'll try and keep it off the web, but if you've got VPN.
Yeah.
But they're an amazing green with almost like a green lightning effect for them, and they're stunning.
Are these the measuring sticks you use to measure those rats that you put in certain places? Is that why there's 3 and not just 1?
Because I was measuring what's the difference between 2 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches of rat. Okay, perfectly normal.
Yeah,
perfectly normal. But I have been using a lot of the pro painting stuff for quite a while. It's not the sort of combi dice box and token box and dice tray with the insert. Fantastic, love it, couldn't recommend it high enough. I think the quality of the stuff is amazing, and he does bespoke work as well. So if you have something specific that you'd like a design of, have a word with Matt or Jen at Pro Painting Studios. They'd be more than happy to accommodate all of your needs. But not just there, they also do trophies for tournaments, which we will probably get to a little bit later on.
Yeah, they do a lot, and Matt did do the trophies for Realmshift, didn't he?
He did, yes.
So,
well, you've ruined it. That was the surprise.
He did
them all bar one.
Surprise.
He did all the trophies bar 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
He did do the plaque on that one.
Yeah.
Right.
But generally speaking, welcome on board. Jenna, you're all fantastic people. If you need trophies, you need tokens, you know where to go. And honestly, I use Matt's for all of my games. I play a lot of MCP or Marvel Crisis Protocol, and those are invaluable for that, because if anybody's played it, you know how many tokens you get. So always check them out. Always check them out.
So for a Brucey bonus for our lovely listeners, because they sponsor us now, you're able to get a 10% off from them as well. If you use our code.
Oh, we've got a referral code.
Yeah, we have a referral code, which is
I feel professional.
All one word, how many ones? And that's the word ones. I will put it in the show notes as well, if you want to put it in.
Shall we spell that out for our listeners?
Well, we can do it phonetically, shall we? So that's
you might.
Hotel,
I'm not sure
I can. Hotel Oscar Whiskey, Mike Alpha November, Yankee, Oscar, November, Echo, Sierra.
Oh, well done, Matt Clark.
Oh, very classy.
I would have been using different words than that.
Oh, yeah, I would have gone for something more like Hellsmiths, Aussie Arcs.
Because that's not confusing at all, is it?
Wow.
Yep. Okay.
Can we do it?
But support the products that support the show. So go to ProPainted and buy some stuff and help us out as well by putting in our code and save yourself some money.
And I think realistically, if you're listening to an AOS podcast, you're going to need tokens and everything, because there's a lot to remember on a lot of things. So certainly with armies coming up, it's going to be a good benefit to you to have tokens that.
I think at minimum, people need a set of 9-inch, 6-inch, 3-inch.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Well, I would definitely say that. Yeah, for me, the 9 inches are very important, and 3 inches, because they're the things you mainly look at in the game. Especially if things are jumping around, deep striking, or trying to work out if you need to be 3 away. Definitely. And the more 3-inch sticks you have, sometimes the better, sadly.
He said sticks.
Yes, I said sticks.
I had, obviously I'll talk about it later, but there was a game at Realmshift where I ended up having to use 3 of, well, I've got 3, but I had to end up using all 3 of the 9-inch sticks I had to make sure that I could pop up where I wanted to pop up to do something. So they're very, very useful, and I think they could be of use to anybody.
Yeah, definitely. So with that in mind, would you guys like to tell me about the tournament, please. So we'll do it the same as last time. We'll do games first, and then Paul and Rich will go through what they felt, how the event went, and what kind of how it was, and everything else. And I don't know, you can give it a score out of rats if you want to, or something. I don't mind, whatever you'd like to.
I'm not scoring out of rats.
So, Paul, do you want to do your game one?
Yes, and I've also been professional this week. I have written down the names of all my opponents and what armies they were taking.
That's good.
I have to guess.
Very cool.
It's almost like I didn't nag you guys lots to do it, isn't it?
No, I was lazy. I just screenshotted off of BCP, but
that's what I did. But I then transferred them onto Notepad so I can read them on my computer rather than squinting at my phone. So
okay,
I feel like I've done work. So my first opponent was the lovely Joe Widdett or Widdett. I'm not going to go with the last name pronunciation because I called him Joe. So I don't really know. But he had the Fleshy to Corpse, and he had like a nice mixed list. He had a big Lord on Terrorgeist, 6 horrors, some ghouls, some crypt guards. So it's just a nice 6 of the knights. So a nice mixed list.
Yeah.
I was running basically the same list that I ran to Curtain Games. So it's, I'm on the KO again.
Your disgusting KO list of the shit.
So the points have changed a bit. So I had to swap the Endrin Master with the bubble pack for, what did I have in? He just left, and three more Sky Wardens came in because they're not very good. So
did you offend him? Was that why he just left?
No comment.
No.
I think he just thought, these guys don't need me, so I'll just
makes sense.
Yeah.
So your list again, that's more. You're more combat based, aren't you? You've got a bit of shooting.
It's more fighty.
It's more fighty based. But it still does destroy stuff if you get the right sort of.
Yeah.
If it works out. Yeah.
So Joe pushed his Terrorgeist at me turn 1 and tried to get a big old charge, and he failed it.
Yeah.
The rest of the stuff got screened off by the Endrin Dock and the drones. So those things are amazing. So he kind of had the Terrorgeist and all of his Crypt Guard sat in front of my army.
Right.
Didn't go well for the Terrorgeist and the Crypt Guard.
Yeah.
They were no more after turn 1. So I got the double into 2, and this was kind of as far as the game got, because at that point I killed his other Arch Regent that was in the terrain piece, so he can't recycle any units now. He's got no Arch Regents left. Yeah. And then I wiped 4 out of the 6 Crypt Guard, most of the Knights, most of the Ghouls, and a couple of support heroes. So I think at the end of my second turn, he had maybe 3 Knights and a character, and 1 of the Crypt Guard left.
Was that bloody
Horrors? That was it. Yeah, the Crypt Horrors.
Crypt Horrors, the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones. So you had 1 of those left, and that was it after my turn.
Right. So did you get the choice of if you went first or second?
No, I think we were tied. We were tied, and he chose to go first.
Okay, all right. So he obviously thought he could get into you and actually do some damage, but it didn't quite work out.
I think so. He would have got and killed some stuff.
Yeah,
but I just think I kill so much on the punchback, and then if I get the double, it's just horrible, and it was horrible. And it's not just I shot him off; it's I do a bit of wounds with the shooting, then I charge in and clear up with the rest of the fighting. So it's kind of like a little chip in each phase almost, and then you just clear through 3 or 4 units. But yeah, this one lasted about 25 minutes, I think. So
pretty quick then, really.
Plenty of time to look around.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's
good to say, before we started, this was probably my most important event of the year, because my brother and I, at Beachhead every year, we take the same list with the same army, and we play for a cup between the pair of us that we get to keep for the year and for bragging rights.
And so to be clear, that isn't 2 boys, 1 cup, nothing like that.
No. It's a proper trophy. Proper trophy that we play for every year. So
I've got images in my head now. Thanks for that, man.
I'm not even going to go down to that level. And I can't believe it was Matt Clark and not Rich himself.
I think we know what he's been lurking at.
Lurking at, exactly.
I'm not lurking at that sort of thing, am I? Obviously.
Well, who knows?
It's my job in this. It's my job in this episode is to comment and ask you guys questions.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm supposed to ask questions. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
If they happen to be topical or 20,
you're both
26
squatting.
years topical,
to answer your
fine,
question,
isn't it?
no, it's a proper trophy, Matt. It's nothing to do with that video.
Okay,
what's
good.
in the trophy is different, though. But
yeah, what's in it is different, isn't it? Yeah. So you were on a win after destroying some guys' hopes and dreams in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty solid.
So, yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Rich. Yeah. So, Rich, how was your game one?
I had an interesting game one. So I played the first time I ever met the guy, really, really nice guy, Callum Dare, and he was with Hammersmith Hardmen. Yeah, Hammersmith Hardmen. Hellsmiths of them Hardmen. So his army, Uruk-Tar, another Taurus guy, reinforced spears, Death Shrieker, some Hobgrot Vandals, like 2 units of them, which was interesting.
Good choice.
Did you say interestingly?
Yeah, because I don't normally, like most people, have just had spears. To be fair.
But the Vandals are essential for getting your desolation tokens out. You need them, and they're a screen.
I know that now. I know that now.
Carry on. Sorry. Carry on.
It's fine.
I'll try not to interrupt too much.
No, that's fine. You go back to thinking about
unless you say anything else really stupid.
That's completely fair. I'm not brought on to be the brains of the outfit. Trust me.
No.
So it was an interesting list where he had lots of. He also had a unit of blunderbusses reinforced. Yeah. So the deployment on this one, I can't remember the name of the plan.
Lengthwise, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was that further deployment. So he won the roll off, and I was taking rats, unsurprisingly. Yeah. 2 hell pits, 2 hell pits, 2 master molder, a grey seer, Kritok Foulblade, 2 units of 20 clan rats, Pringles the giant, and a brood terror. And and a doom wheel, because I had some spare points this time, so I took a doom wheel for fun. It did literally nothing in any game, but it was fun. I like to zip around the place like a lunatic. But so he gave, if I remember correctly, he gave me first turn because he outdropped me, and I sort of walked forward, managed to get a bit closer, did my usual shenanigans of popping up a gnaw hole and then popping different things through it. Turn 1 to be like 9 inches away for a charge. Couldn't get as close as I wanted because obviously I think the Hobgrots do their like pre-game move, which made that a bit tougher. And effectively, I just ended up being the short of it is he was a better player. I failed a load of charges, so I couldn't get in to do anything. And over and over again, I just kept trying to get into his shooting, but because I couldn't get into his Death Shrieker rocket or his bombard, I just kept getting, like, the big stuff just kept dying, basically. I lost that one. It was a really good game, really fun. I think actually the deployment for this map worked in my favour because I was able to make real good use of like 3 claw steps ahead and stuff like that. He won, but it was a good, fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
If you hadn't have tried to kill the artillery, do you think you would have done a little bit like closer? Like, what was the score on that one? Have you got the?
I'll be honest with you, mate. I haven't got the score on that one because unfortunately, it was the one game I didn't pay attention to write that down. Sadly, but it wasn't close. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So he cleverly, one of the charges I got in. So I was charging into his spearmen, and I know that they're better when they're charged, but charging into his spearmen to get some damage done, I was trying to charge in the Brood Terror, the Hell Pit, one of the Hell Pits, and Pringles, the Mega Gargant.
Yeah.
Pringles failed his charge. The Brood Terror failed his charge, so I had one Hell Pit get in there, killed a few guys, and they just got trounced. And then the Death Shrieker rocket, because my army is a lot of monsters, basically. He was just doing solid 5 damage each time. So he played it really, really well and just smashed me, basically. But it was nice to meet him, nice to play him. And I think he's signed up to, is it Mardi Gras as well now?
Oh, that's good.
Could be, yep.
So, I think I remember seeing him in the chat. So it'd be good to play him again.
He didn't counter shoot a 5 damage, did he? Anything like that, did he?
No. It was above board. It was just purely a case of he just played it well.
So because I'm prepared, I have your scores.
Oh, cool.
Everyone.
But he
one
last thing. He basically just built a really big. He built
like
a really
castle?
Exactly that, and then he started picking off around the sides with bull centaurs and Tauros, who were able to get around and start smashing my stuff. But the clan rats did a good job of keeping the bull centaur busy. The death master I had, which I did forget to mention, the death master I had was mildly annoying for a turn or so, just not
mildly
getting
miffed.
hit. I love him. He just sort of sits there, and goes, "No, you're not going to kill me." But overall, very fun game. He did well.
Okay, so your scores were round 1 Poole, you had 78 points, and Joe had 12. And Rich, it actually was quite similar to Poole's, just reversed.
The other way around, yeah.
We're averaging middle of the pack, Rich.
Good, we're going well.
Callum got 74, and you got 15.
Yeah.
So you got a tiny bit more, but okay, so.
But he really played well, and genuinely, he deserved that.
That's good. So then now there's no lunch at Realmshift, is there? Because you basically buy your own.
Not provided. No,
you buy your own lunch, don't you?
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
No food is provided.
And because you're in the middle of Bournemouth, you could, if you wanted to, run out for an hour.
We went to Wetherspoons for lunch.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Very sensible.
But I did sell a kidney to afford it, so I was fine.
Yeah, that's good. So then, round 2. So, Rich, should we do you first? Because we know you're on a loss, so we can see if you manage to pick it back up and get a win.
Well, I played at that point. I think I did so well, I went straight to the bottom table.
Yeah.
And I played Mr. Wayne.
Wayne Kemp.
Wayne Kemp. I can never remember his surname. For some reason, I won't say the other Wayner. Wayner's surname, but it's because I only know a couple of Waynes. But anyway, Wayne Kemp, and he was spare play. Was kind of, I think, was using the troll army.
Oh yeah,
from Kids.
I played that for him. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. It was again another weird deployment that kind of worked in my favour. So it was the one where you deploy in sort of opposite corners, and you only score you score alternating corners each turn.
I know. Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it.
That's the first one. That's Battle Plan 1, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
Yeah, which I rarely.
The very first Battle Plan.
Yeah, I very rarely played it. If you're not sure on these Battle Plans, by the way, go back to listen to the first we did, which was the GHB review, and you'll be able to find out a bit more on those Battle Plans and how to work
there, Rich Bumfeld. Yeah. That was a delight to listen to.
Very done.
I know, just helping. And remember, buy stuff and use the code, because then I can quit my job and do this for fun all the time. So this one was great. It was an interesting one because he played trolls as you should, which is I'm just going to move forward and hit stuff. I was incredibly lucky being that deployment at the point of at the tip of where you could deploy each other. I was able to put right at the tip. I was able to get Pringles.
Was it just a tip though, or was it?
Oh, it was the tip to start with, but I did go in hard after. Okay. So it was Pringles the Giant was there with the Brood Terror.
Yeah.
And I effectively just pushed them forward. So the Brood Terror was getting his thing off to -1 to hit, which against any destruction army makes them hit on 5s.
Yeah.
And it's this is tough.
Is pretty harsh, isn't it? So yeah.
Exactly that. And then Pringles going in because he's the War Stomper Gargant and they're all infantry. He was just taking turns just to kill stuff. I was able to get the Doom Wheel onto one objective to just sit on there ready for the following turn. And I had fun chucking a Death Master into Trog.
Yeah, Trog, yeah.
And Trog just couldn't kill him. he just couldn't roll to kill him for like 2 or 3 turns.
It's 5s to hit, isn't it?
Yeah, 5s or 6s. Yeah. And it's just like, no, just sit there. There was one occasion which, I said to Wayne, do you want to take back and do you want to reverse it? Because he had a unit of 1 unit of 6 guys and 1 unit of 1 troll in combat with the giant. Instead of picking, because he wasn't sure on the whole, we didn't find it till afterwards, on the 3-inch attack thing, because he hasn't played much of 4th ed. He went with the 1 troll rather than the 6, and then I was like, well, if you're not sure of it, do you want to go the other way? But he said, no, it's fine. He just wanted to practice game it, basically. And from what I heard from one of my other opponents later on, he did work well after that point of picking that up anyway. But it was basically, I went around hitting stuff with a giant, and everything else I couldn't kill, I just fed clan rats until I took all the points. And I think I ended up, I don't know what his score, again, because I couldn't see it on BCP because it was spare player, but I know that I won that one and my score was 40.
That is correct. It says it on here too.
Hooray. I couldn't see what Wayne's was, unfortunately, though, but I know...
No, it doesn't say Wayne's. I suppose because he's spare player. It's,
yeah.
But it was a really fun game. Again, because I don't play Trolls often. Like, I haven't played Trolls since probably your Invitational last year, Paul.
Okay.
Against...
It's been a while, then. Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn's Trolls, but I don't think I've played Trolls in a while.
They're not quite as prevalent, are they, as they were? There were lots of them around for a while, and now they're not quite as much out there.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of you can do now to deal with infantry, and even if you look in the books for gits and stuff, there's a lot you can do with what is it? The squigs now are kind of the big thing. The squigs, the Gobblapaloozas and stuff like that, basically. They just tend to do more, but the Trolls are fun, and they were a really fun army to play. It was just proper, we're just going to have a fight.
Fair.
Yeah. No, makes sense. So, your game 2 then, Paul?
My game 2 was against Mark Padden. So, Mark I've played once before at a Bloodshed in the Shires. Really, really fun game, properly close, and he just pipped me in that one. And we've played a lot of times on tables adjacent since. So it was nice to get a rematch against Mark, and he had Hellsmiths of Hashut.
Nice.
A nice army, very nicely painted. I think he got 3rd in the painting competition, 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. Yeah, he did really well. It was a very nice army.
Yeah.
So, again, both 2-drop. He won the roll-off, and he decided to go first. And the game was kind of won or lost on the charge he had to make with his 6 Bull Centaurs.
Yeah.
So if he pops like an 11 or 12, he gets into both units of my Sky Wardens and probably kills both. At which point, all my offensive output's gone.
Yeah.
So he rolled a 9. He got a charge of a 9. Didn't quite get far enough, but committed still.
Right.
And with a pile-in, he would have got them into 1 unit of the engine riggers. But I had a unit of those harpoon guys nearby.
Yeah.
And they do that 2d6 combat phase jump. So they were in combat like 6 inches away from the Bull Centaurs, and I rolled an 8 for their jump. They jumped across and pinned the Bull Centaurs in place, which meant they didn't kill the engine riggers.
Yeah.
Now, against a lot of people, that would be okay, because he's got that scroll of petrification, which gives them a 2-up ward. So they're probably not going to die. But obviously, KO, I've got my little navigator with his magic item, and he goes, oh no, you haven't got a ward save anymore. So, yeah, my turn back, I lifted the Bull Centaurs, his fighty robots, and I think I killed 8 out of 10 of the blunderbusses, and a character, and a unit of, most of the unit of the swords. Okay. He won all the priorities though for the turns we played after this, so I never got the double.
Yeah.
But it was just a case of I'd taken the guts out of the middle of his army, so he was then scrambling to score points do things. He had both of his artillery pieces left, but it's not quite enough.
No.
When you haven't got anything to go with them.
Yeah.
So we kind of just traded turns for a bit, and I wasn't unhappy because I was just, though I was losing bits, he was losing more every turn.
Yeah.
And I think we called it the end of turn 3, maybe turn 4, but it was about an hour. It wasn't that long because everything on both of our sides just died. There wasn't a huge amount left on the board, but I don't even know what the final score was. I think I got like 50 points or something out of the game.
Yep.
It wasn't.
You did get 50 points.
Oh, dead on 50. Okay, but
And
Mark got 30.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good game, really good game. And like I say, it kind of hinged on that first turn. And I just got the better of the luck. And that redeploy, the combat phase jump with the harpoon.
Yeah, that kind of saved your bacon a bit.
Yeah. Just to ask Paul, he popped the scroll and you turn the ward off, right?
Yeah.
Do all the other effects of it still apply? So we still can't use passive abilities, or we pick to be the target friendly abilities. So basically, all the downsides and none of the buffs.
Yeah.
But
his thinking was, he might as well make me use the ward save thing there, because obviously he can still get 5 up wards on his spears and do all the other stuff where I haven't got that ability anymore.
That's true. And there's always the thing, you might decide not to use it there and try and use it at another point. But I think you can always use it. Against them, you're going to use it.
Yeah, I wanted to kill them. And they do die very quickly without it. So
yeah, they're very glass hammer, aren't they? Centaurs.
All centaurs.
Yeah.
So, but a good game too. Really nice to play, Mark. We're 1-1 now, so we need a decider at some point. Another event.
Yeah. Well, there's always a next year.
Yep.
Or later in this year, isn't there?
Who knows?
Yeah. So, game 3 then, Rich, as you're on the win. Should we see if you continue your winning ways?
We can see. I'm not sure we'll find out, but we can see. So I played Mr. Buckham himself, Mr. Tom Bunnell. That's a running joke from the Curtin event, Devon Destruction, I played at, where we both got very drunk on pints of a beer called Buckham.
So would you like to spell that to people?
Yes, of course. Buttcombe. We spent hours just going, oh, God, I'm so full of Buckham. I can't believe it. I've never had so much Buckham inside me, which was great. And I think the waitress hated it and everybody else at the table hated it. But I was drunk, so it was fantastic. I didn't mind it. But so that was Mr. Tom, as always a delight. So we've played a couple of times, very similar armies. He plays Feck, and that's what he was using this time. But before he had some little guys. This time he's kind of gone all monsters.
All the big guys. Oh,
yeah. So it was Ghoul King on Terrorgeist with 2 zombie dragons, and then Ghoul King on Zombie Dragon with 3 Terrorgeists.
So just loads of monsters.
Yeah. Basically, and there was, I think he had, I can't see it on this because I'm rubbish at reading things, but he had a Marrowskull Herald just to basically sit on the Charnel Throne. And that's pretty much what they did. So, interesting one. Again, he gave me first turn, and I popped up, managed to chuck in a Hell Pit and Pringles into somebody, into a couple of, I couldn't work out, but a couple of dragons. I killed one, but then he killed the Gargant, so which is a big blow to my army.
Yeah.
And that kind of took down, like, that kind of meant he was doing well on the right flank. So I just kind of tried for a while feeding him, keeping Hell Pits alive and stuff like that. The big thing for us is we were sort of in the middle, it was on the middle of the objective, and he had the vast majority of his stuff there. So because of the layout of it, he couldn't quite fit his a lot of his stuff in there. So I chucked in, just to be super annoying, I chucked in a Deathmaster, and he spent a few turns avoiding being killed by a few dragons.
Yeah.
He did eventually get wiped out, but not before the majority of my army. It was close for a couple of turns, but then it wasn't. And Tom did get the win. He did well on that one. And I think the final scores ended up being, if I can find it quickly, were Oh no, that's the wrong game.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, don't you worry. I'm prepared, mate. I'm prepared. 29 to me to 75 to Tom.
Yeah. Sure.
I will say, they are a beautiful army. He's done so many different conversions to make things different, to make them look different. He's even taken, so he's got the new Vordry kits. I think he's got obviously for the zombie dragons in the army, and he's even gone to the extent of sort of changing the shape or changing the directions of their heads on their necks and sculpting stuff on there, so they don't look like they're the same pose. Really good job. To be fair, the game was just straightforward. I tried not to die as much as possible and then died. And that's pretty much it. But we had fun. And there was one point I kind of said afterwards, I was surprised you didn't just charge in. I think he thought that I could do more damage than I could. So he didn't charge in on one turn. If you just charge in, I'm just dead. But it took a couple of the turns.
You haven't got much to do with monsters, really, do you?
Not at all. No.
Really?
Infantry, I've got. I'm not too bad against, but monsters, nah. I'm kind of screwed. But so it was a fun game. Tom's always a delight, and he played it well. And like I say, the better man won. I'm just saying, he's probably more full of buttcom than me. I was. That's what it was.
Yeah. So, Paul, about your game?
So my game 3 was against Steve Murphy with his Iron Jaws.
Ooh, so that's not one you see often.
No, it was an interesting one, because I think it's actually quite a tough matchup for me, the army he had. So he had 10 brutes, 20 yard boys, 3 of the big pigs, some ragers, and then support characters. I think that's all he had. But he did he outdrop me? I think he couldn't have outdropped me. I must have. I outdropped him, but he deployed everything behind the brutes and ard boys. And as good as at fighting stuff as my army is, it can't get through 10 brutes and 20 ard boys.
Yeah.
So I had to be super. I went first because I didn't think a double was going to help me, and just pushed up the board and kind of just scored my 20 points turn one and go, well, I scored 20 points. Now you've got to keep scoring points to keep up with me. I killed something. Nothing. No, I didn't kill it. I got one of his big pigs down to 1 wound because I rolled atrociously, and it managed to survive somehow. His turn, he was actually really scared of my army, so he didn't do much. He kind of jiggled around a bit, and repositioned, but didn't push at me, which I was quite happy with, because I think if he just runs it all at me and then gets a double turn, he does just kill me. So he got some points, but he didn't score. I think he only got 5 points. He was a long way behind. And then the next turn I won the prior and I took it again, because I want to give him that opportunity to double me, to unlock my battle tactics more than anything. Because I ran away pretty much with most of my stuff and went, well, if you want to get to me, you need to take a double turn to get to me. I managed to kill off a big pig and all of his ragers and kind of park at the top right-hand corner of the board. And where he'd positioned his scenery piece meant that his big pigs actually didn't fit around the back of his deployment.
Oh dear.
He couldn't get them through. There was a building and his things, and they didn't fit. And he also, in his previous turn, hadn't left enough of a gap for his big pig to do its. They have that hero phase extra move thing.
Yeah.
Well, he had that, but there wasn't enough room for the pig to fit through his lines, and it doesn't fly over his stuff, so he could never do the double move at me. And I was oh, that's okay. So we did this kind of cagey, spin around to almost playing lengthways for the first 3 turns.
A little bit of a dance.
Yeah. And then he committed, but I got the turn, and it meant I could take out most of the stuff bit by bit. So I killed all the brutes in one go, but his Ard boys were a long way away. Then he committed the Ard boys, and I managed to chip them down. And it went down to the last turn, he could do some really long charge to maybe scrape some points. But I was always up throughout the game, and it was really hard for him to get back at me. So I won the game, but it was it wasn't like some games with the KO where you just go in and kill everything. Yeah. This was a proper. We had to play a game and score points and trade and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I can't remember the final score for the life of me, but I think I won quite sizably in the end.
What you're telling me, Paul, is you had to play a normal AOS game with your KO rather than play a weird ganky one where you either kill someone in like 2 turns.
And it took me like an hour and a half, and I was like,
oh dear. The horror of having to play a long time with KO.
You were exhausted by that point.
Yeah,
You're like,
this was the last game of the day.
Last game as well, wasn't it? I suppose as well. So, yeah.
And had I been not playing for the trophy, I would have probably just chucked it all in turn one. But
right,
there was proper silverware on the line, so I had to play properly.
Yeah. So do you think that's the key to against your army? If you're combat army against a fighter KO army, you want to get in their face.
Just push it at me with lots of stuff. Chuck everything at me because I can't kill it all. And if you win a double turn,
not just a few little bits.
No,
you have to have your army has to come as a
If you feed me bits at a time, I will just kill it and then kill the next bit and then kill the next bit.
Yeah,
that sounds to me like we should have a game, Paul. I like the sound of that.
Mm.
I'll chuck some.
We haven't played in a long time, Rich. So we are due again.
We are, because the last time we played it was Feck versus Khorne.
I mean, but you know what army I'm going to be using now for probably the rest of the year?
Is it Gargans?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you know what it is, Rich.
Is it Tzeentch?
No. It's Lumineth, obviously.
Oh God, shiny elves. Shiny elves, wet elves, fighty elves. No.
So currently, Paul, you're on 3 wins.
What was the final score in that game? Sorry, Matt. I can't remember.
Final score was 60-38.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's actually pretty close.
Yeah, it's not as big, but at the same time, yeah.
I mean, what's that? That's a couple of battle tactics and 1 extra point.
Yeah, it was like I went up 15 points turn 1. I'm sure I did, and that was kind of the buffer I kept for most of the game.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a good thing as well, Paul. Like, because you're quite aware of the weaknesses of your army, you can kind of mitigate it because you know what you can do, if that makes sense. So, fair play. Well done.
I have a question, Paul, for you.
Go on, then.
Why did your brother let you decide you were going to use Overlords?
So, he wanted to play quick games.
Right.
So, we discussed it. There were other lists in the offing. It could have been Karzai, Krondis, and all of the heroes from Stormcast. Yeah. But he picked KO. And also, he had a load of KO at home that he wanted to paint. This gave him a deadline to paint.
That kind of makes sense, then, doesn't it, I suppose? But
the biggest issue is he didn't get any practice games in, where sometimes he does have a chance to get several practice games in.
Yeah, I suppose that's the issue with KO. You kind of need a bit of practice, don't you, to actually
and
move
actually,
properly and learn what they're going to do.
He had I mean, I'm not going to say I had better draws than him, but I wouldn't have liked to play some of the games he got drawn into. So
okay. So you won 3 wins after.
Yeah, and day 1, and my brother was on a loss, a minor loss, and a minor win. So maths wise, it was all over already on day 1.
Yeah, and then Rich, you were on 1 win, 2 losses.
Yes.
Going to day 2. Okay.
1 reasonable win and then 2 massive losses.
Yeah. Okay. So round 4, then Rich, do you want to take us off of it?
Yeah. So round 4 was an army that I have only ever played against once, which was, and Paul's playing them for the rest of the year. Shiny elves.
Only ever played them. This is old book though at the moment, isn't it? It's not
the old book, wasn't it?
I'll tell you one thing. It was old book. It was still bloody hell. This is good. I was like, what the hell is after this stuff? So it was a man called Tom Hollis, lovely guy out of Plymouth, plays down there with those guys. And his list was Severith, the Lord of the Seventh Wind, a Scourge of Gairan, Light of Eltharion, in his other regiment was an Alarith Stone Mage with Aether Quartz Requisitioner and Silver Wand stuff that does things that I can't remember. A Spirit of the Mountain and a reinforced unit Stone Guard. And his third regiment, I should say, was Avalon or the Stoneheart King. So another big kind of cow and reinforced Stone Guard. So
he had 2 units of 10 Stone Guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a tough one. There was this particular this, I can't remember what battle plan it was, but it was 5 objectives, and basically, first turn he gave me the first turn. A lot of people seem to give me the first turn, which as a Skaven player I'm absolutely fine with. Like I'm always going to be more drops than other people. So I just plan to go first or to go second. I have a plan for either, and it's pretty much the same plan, but so let me go first, and then first thing I did, like an absolute genius, was did he let me go first? Yes, he did. I chucked a doom wheel in front of his stuff, so he had to deal with the doom wheel, because I realised that doom wheels can 3 claw steps. So did that. He killed it in seconds, but it was there for a little bit. Distracted him for a turn. And effectively, I ended up with putting like a Hell Pit and a Master Molder and Kritok on one flank. And they end up having a fight with Severith, the Wind Boy, and Eltharion.
Yeah.
That just ended up being quite bloody. Eventually, it was down to... By I think turn 4, it was down to Eltharion and Kritok. Kritok went in, and I made him strike first, and he didn't kill Eltharion. He left him on 1 wound. Eltharion went back and just killed Kritok. I was like, oh, that's that dealt with. Pringles the Giant kept getting... I think there's one of the manifestations makes you strike last.
Yeah, the stone...
Something. Can't remember what it was called.
It's the sigil, isn't it? Or sigil
sigil.
That's it.
Sigil.
Yeah.
So he kept making Pringles fight last.
Didn't you roll a 6 on it, though?
No, you have to do 3 mortal wounds, 5 up on a D3.
Okay. Which he did.
Okay.
He did. Right. So I was like, okay, cool. So Pringles the Giant was stuck getting smashed up by 10 Stone Guard and then Cowboy.
Yeah.
And then to save him 1 turn, I chucked some clan rats into him, but they got massacred until there was like 3 or 4 left. They just backed away and then sort of got their numbers back up, so he had to do something about them, which was kill them with one of the cows. The middle was clan rats protecting a brood terror and a couple of heroes, but realistically, after the brood terror got shot off or got spelled off by something, it basically meant that the clan rats just folded, and I just got smashed. Really interesting. Like I love playing armies I don't see very often, or that I don't play very often, because it's fun to see how they work and what they do. And I will say, if the new book is, and if they stay as good as they did in this book, I'm going to be very, very very scared of Lumineth, because that they were tough enough then. And I know obviously I don't play the most optimum Skaven because I just like big gribbly monsters, but it's a tough one. I had to put so much into anything to try and kill it. Those Stone Guard and him being able to give him wards and stuff, and it's just like, well, I just can't really do anything. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, the scores weren't actually too bad because I was just playing objectives rather than anything else. So it ended up being 30 to me to 65 for Tom.
Yeah.
And I think it just ended up being that by the time I got to be the underdog, I just couldn't capitalize on it to get the rest of my battle tactics.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was a good game, and he was a great guy to play.
Yeah, that's good. And now you can forget everything that army does because it's totally changed.
Hooray!
Isn't it?
Good.
So, Poole, your game 4.
My game 4 was against some Gargants. I played Joshua Boxall with the Sons of Behemat. So he had 4 big Gargants and a little baby one.
Yeah.
So he was like 4 drop, I was 2, so I had the choice of turn. I put it all on the line, and I charged at him.
Nice.
Honestly, I thought I should down 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Not the first time you said that.
As
I mean, the boat race, Paul. Obviously, the boat race.
Obviously, yeah.
Sorry, I gave myself an asthma.
You're right there, Rich.
Yeah, just gave myself an asthma attack.
No, I wouldn't say that. Are you having an episode?
I think I might be. And it's episode 14.
14, one of the best.
Yeah.
So, I charged it all in, and I killed one large gargant, but the other one I completely fluffed my rolls. Like the first unit of Endriggers went in, and I think out of their 18 attacks, like he had to make 2 saves, one of which he made.
Right.
And then the second batch, I thought, that's right, he's not got all out defense here. I got like 10 saves through at Rend 1. I think he rolled 8 5s and 6s out of 10.
Wow.
So I was like, probably just lost here then, haven't I? Because I've killed one big one. He's still got 3 left.
Yeah.
But then he swings back at you and starts killing things.
That's what I thought would happen. As it turns out, he can roll dice equally as badly as I can.
Oh, God.
So in his turn, I killed the one that I didn't kill in my turn. And the other one he charged in did nothing at all. I think it killed like one guy or something stupid. So at this point, I've killed 2 big gargants and a baby gargant, and he's got 2 left. He did get the priority, and I thought, this is going to be a bit close, because if he kills enough stuff for this turn, luckily he failed the charge with his other big gargant. I can't remember why. He rolled really badly. I think he just rolled really badly, or I did a big redeploy, one of the two. So he did get 1 into me, but then I dropped a bomb from the boat. He tried to do his battle tactic, which was kill a hero on Brock, but he split up his attacks. Fatal to split attacks. And nothing killed anything. He just did wounds on everything. And I think he had to use his power through to get out to kill Brock to do his thing. Which left 2 in front of me, and I kind of just ran to the corners. And I killed the one and then ran to the corners of the rest of my stuff. So he's got 1 model left, and I've got 4 one-man balloon units or something and some thunderers and a big boat. And he can never take a double turn because I drop a treasure and he loses 5 points straight away. And he activates my battle tactics. So we played the last 2 turns of him just moving his gargant around trying to score as many points as possible, while I ran away and just scored as many points as possible back. Yeah. But because I was up at that point, again, I did a big 20-point first turn. It meant he could never really catch me with a single model. So I went for the big kill everything. It failed completely. I should have lost, but his dice deserted him. It's pretty much the tale of that game.
Okay. Okay. So,
but it was a decent win.
Yeah. Look at this. You got 66 to 47.
Yeah.
66 to 47. So pretty.
Yeah.
It was a good win. Yeah.
I got up early and just kept on the same points from that point onwards.
That seems like your sort of plan almost against anything really punchy is just I get up on points first, and then you just don't have to fight. Really.
My plan is to kill it all to start with.
Well, fair. That's fair. At least you're honest. Do you know what gargants he had? Like the big ones were?
Yeah, so he had a man crusher, little one. Then he had a monster one.
Yeah.
A kraken eater.
Yeah.
A gate breaker.
Yeah.
And I think he had another gate breaker.
Did he not have Brod?
Might have been Brod. I'm not 100% sure. But the big thing he did is he put the gate breaker, the one the furthest away from most of my army, which really helped me because that took the longest to get to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I think that, I'm not a lot of people take the War Stomper, but I actually think in a lot of cases people run so much infantry, the War Stomper's not a bad shout. But
no, he had a War Stomper.
He did. He did. Good. Yeah. Because I think they're quite good.
So yeah, he must have had one of each, but not Brod. That's what he had.
Fair.
Okay.
Which is probably why he could afford the little one, I imagine, points wise.
Yeah.
So, final round then?
Yep.
We'll save the excitement of yours, Paul, to the end because you're nearly.
I'm on 4-0.
And 4-0. So,
oh yes.
Rich, how did your last game go?
it was, of all the games I've played, it was certainly one of them. No, it was a really, really good game. It was one of my favourite things to play, which is a rat-off. So, me against the ever-vivacious Alex Randall. Never played him before. Really nice guy. His was an interesting list. It was Vermin Lord Deceiver with Foul Hide and the heroic trait. And this trait caused me no end of grief throughout the entire... I'm not going to say the word, but game. Scurry away.
Yeah.
So basically, on a 3-up in combat, he could just run away, and he was able to do that so many times that I just couldn't get it. So the Deceiver lived for the game. Deathmaster, some Night Runners, reinforced rattling guns. His next regiment was a Master Molder, 2 units of reinforced Rotodgers, and then his final regiment was a Grey Seer, some Clan Rats, and some Doom Flayers. So he chucked in the start of the round. He went first. He chucked in the Night Runners onto the central objective. I 3 claw stepped some Clan Rats not too far away. And then that kind of helped me a lot because it meant that I could charge in stuff like the Hell Pits and the Brute Terror into those, which made me getting across the table a bit easier. I was really, really scared of the rattling guns. They downed a Hell Pit, but he came back.
Okay.
One of the turns, like not that far in, I managed to charge Pringles into his. So he spent a lot of the time in his deployment zone. The Vermin Lord Deceiver was bouncing around the place, sort of sitting on objectives and making me sure I had to do something against him.
Yeah.
But a lot of his stuff just sort of stayed in the deployment zone until like turns 4 and 5. So because the rattling guns aren't that big a range, they weren't really a problem until I started going to his objective.
Yeah.
So they did a round of shooting against the giant, kind of did some wounds but didn't kill him. Then I charged the giant into the 2 units of Rotodgers. Now, my plan originally was, he'll be fine, he'll survive this. Knock a unit down to half, and then he buffs all their attacks and just minces the giant. So the giant just dies. Disappointing, but it did mean that, again, he was in combat. He was in his deployment zone for longer. After that, I'm running low on models, running low on resources. Turn 5, turn 4, come up to turn 5, he's killed pretty much everything apart a couple of heroes and some Clan Rats. Luckily, I'd managed to get, because he hadn't come out of his deployment zone for the first 2/3 of the game, I was able to get up on points by a little bit, so it didn't matter that I'd lost most of my army. Final points ended up being a win to Skaven.
Obviously.
I know, but it was 58 to me to 53 to Alex, so I won by 5 points.
Narrow win.
Yeah, but and that was purely because, honestly, if he had pushed forward, I think sometimes when people see that I've got a regiment around, I've got a mega gargant, I get one of 2 reactions, which is, that's scary, I'm going to stay away from it. I need to kill it.
Yeah.
Alex took the, I need to hide from it. But realistically, chuck in some Rotodgers. If he's got those 6 rattling guns shooting at it, couple of turns, it's done. And that's pretty much what it was. So it was, I'd like to say it was all my tactical skill, but I think it was genuinely because Alex didn't move his army forward. But it was tight. And I tell you what, that Vermin Lord Deceiver, I forget how annoying that other people playing Death Masters and other people playing Vermin Lords and stuffs can be, because it's like, why can't I hit that on anything but a 5 or a 6? I haven't rolled any 5s or 6s. This is annoying. So it makes me just want to run more of them, to be fair.
So
but yeah,
I suppose
really
that's
fun
good.
game. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'm pleased I got a win. And do you know, I like it when it's close. I think that when
they are
when
fun when they're closer, aren't they?
Exactly. When it's swingy, when it's close, and it's like, oh my god, you have to really work for that win. Not like these KO players. You know what I mean?
So, talking about that, how was your game then, Poole?
My last game was against Mr. Michael Wilson with his Blades of Corn army. So, Mike's a good friend. We play loads and loads and loads. And I know for a fact that I cannot beat that Blades of Corn army if we played 1,000 games.
Right.
It's literally impossible for my army to beat his. It's all a 2-up save. I'm Rend 1 maximum. So I just wanted to score as many points as I can. And the only way I can score the most points is to go for a double turn and just score objectives and battle tactics, and then I'm dead. So I charged all at Mike, and I managed to kill 4 Skull Crushers with my entire army. Shooting, combat, everything.
Yeah.
And then he hit me back and killed everything bar the Ironclad and 1 unit of Engine Riggers and the Thunderers.
Right.
At which point he got the double turn, and I was dead. And I think it took us 20 minutes tops.
Right.
And I scored bugger all. 20 points, maybe?
You got 28.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. And Mike got 78.
So
bloody hell. Mike does know what he's doing with them, though, to be fair.
He does. And that's why I could have fannied around and jumped around the board and tried to score another 5 points somehow. Yeah. But Mike is just going to kill me. And I can't hurt him. I cannot do anything to him because I'm just Rend 1. And it doesn't do anything to that army. It didn't help that his Boom Thirster, which was dreadful in the previous game versus Brandon, against me, could not miss, couldn't stop rolling 6s. So I think he rolled 3 6s to hit when it was in the middle of my entire army. He did 3d3 mortal wounds on everything. He hit a wound with everything into my Ironclad. I failed every save. He did 30 points of damage.
Bloody hell. Yeah. So basically, he had the perfect rolls against you.
Of all of the armies I could have drawn who'd gone 4-0, Mike's was an impossible game to win.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I think I had some play against the Skaven. I don't like playing because they have recursion, and I can kill everything, but I don't know if I can kill it all twice. Yeah. That's the hardest bit. The Gits have recursion, but if I kill the Loon Shrine, nothing comes back, so I can stop that happening. A bit like versus the Feck. But yeah, against Mike's army, I can't do anything. He literally just because I've played it before. He just stands all of the Blood Crushers on obscuring terrain, so I can't shoot it. Then moves it to another piece of obscuring terrain. I still can't shoot it, and then it charges me, and I have no shooting combat.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was over very quickly, but it was my loss. But my brother was doing worse.
Still pretty good.
Still pretty good, and my brother was doing way worse than I was. So.
Yeah. So you knew you're going to get your special cup.
The trophy was in the bag.
Yeah. So listening to both of you, for me, the thing that stood out the most for me was that it sounds like it's a lot is to do with deployment and movement phase.
Yes.
With a lot of what you both have said is if I'd done X, I'd moved a certain way. If I hadn't done that, or if someone had moved against me a certain way, they would have done better. So it shows how important those two areas 100%. Are, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, making sure you can fit stuff around your, your terrain if it's there, that sort of thing. But I'm sure though, if he had asked you and said, "Can I move my stuff around it?" would you have let him? Because he obviously didn't mean to put it in the way in that way. Do you think? The Iron Jaws player, or
I would have done, but I think it's different people, isn't it? And also, like, you're in a tournament, so you want to capitalize on someone's mistake.
I mean, there's a difference between saying, "Can I move where I deployed this in turn 3?" than in the deployment phase when you put it down.
Yeah, good point. Or even turn 1 when it doesn't matter.
Because if I've moved my models up to the right-hand flank thinking he can't move there, and he goes, "Oh, can I move this, mate? So I can go and now charge your models," that's probably
different. Yeah.
But if I've not moved anything, or he's just had his go, and not gone anywhere near it and gone, oh, let's put that in a stupid place. Can I just move it over so this could fit through there?
Yeah.
I'd be yes.
Yeah.
When it doesn't influence the game at that point, that's absolutely fine.
But if it's too far along, then
and if I've done something, or the same, if I put something in the wrong place and he's moved because he thinks I can't do something, me just it's like picking up a bit of scenery and going, oh, this is in the way. Can we just move this to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I think it's always got to be taken in context more than anything else, because it's the context of it matters. Like if I've like you said, basically to mirror it, if someone's got like, I don't know, they've got theirs slightly to the left and it's like by an inch, and actually it doesn't matter, then fine. But if it's an integral part of something they've done, you've kind of got to live by the sword, die by the sword a bit.
Yeah, so I think when I was listening to the game, for me, it sounded like I in my head I thought it was early on in the game, like turn 1 or something, and it was like he just misplaced it.
No, it was turn 3. He went to move around there because he couldn't do that double move and realised, I can't go around the back of there either.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's a bit like, I put my unit in the wrong place after you've moved it.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point do you go, no, it's all right,
can you go back?
Yeah,
definitely. Okay, so before we go through the top 4, do you guys want to? What was your thoughts on the event? Would you recommend it? What are the good things, the bad things? What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, shall I go first, Paul, or do you want to go first?
You go first, Rich.
All right.
Ladies first.
Ladies first, exactly. A beautiful.
Can you say that now? Is that allowed?
Don't know. It's still polite.
Well, we did. We're polite. We're chivalrous, if nothing else.
It's still chivalrous, I think, to say ladies first.
I'm glad that no one picked up on my thing of beauty before age, but whatever. So
I'm old.
Yeah, so am I now.
And
officially.
You're so.
Oh, thanks you. Look at this. I knew there's a reason coming. That's what you come for, guys. Beautiful men talking about sticking gerbils up their asses.
What about rats? What about rats?
Oh, sorry,
rats.
Not
gerbils.
Well, Richard Gere's a beautiful man. He did it. That's the rumor is anyway. So the event was fantastic. Really, really well.
I think you need to use the word allegedly a lot here.
So, what, the event was allegedly fantastic, or the gerbil up Richard
The
Gere?
gerbil.
Allegedly. So the event was fantastic. I always enjoy the location because the Bick is nice and easy to get to.
Yeah.
There's lots of adequate parking nearby, which is also a big thing. For me, because I'm close enough to it that I just drive it both days, because it's only like a half-hour drive either way.
It's nice and close for you, isn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't stay over, so I don't see any sort of social element from that. But it was a really there was so much stuff to see and to buy and to look at, etc. That I didn't spend a lot of money, but I did end up buying like some pro acrylic paints, which I can't always find easily locally. So I bought them from one of the suppliers there, and I managed to pick up as weird as this is going to sound to anybody else, I managed to pick up a General's Handbook 2018.
Good purchase.
Very good purchase. Foreshadowing, which I was quite pleased at, because that was only $5, so that was a bargain. The actual event, really well planned by Ricky. You knew what the battle plans were quite a while in advance. There was no shenanigans in terms of, I didn't see anybody having any hassles, anybody having any difficulties. He made the right choice of nominating me for Best Painted. I got nominated, so I'll take that any day of the week.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
Always a big fan of that. So that little pin badge is now stuck on my painting apron. And it was just a well-organised event.
Yeah.
The only downside, if you're getting anything to eat from there, it is very expensive. So I bought a cup on the first morning. I bought a cup of coffee and a bottle of water, and I think that was something like £8. And then,
really,
and then I bought a sandwich later on and something else, and I ended up spending like 11, 12 quid on that. And I was like, this is mental. Parking, again, it's the centre of Bournemouth, so it's going to be a little bit more. But I end up paying about, I think it was something like £12.80 for the day.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it, for a day's parking in the middle of a town?
I mean, I'd rather it was cheaper, but yeah. So it ended up being the most expensive part of the weekend was being hydrated and parking. To be fair, I must have spent about 50 quid on just those, but not even, I wasn't drinking because I was driving. So it was water and coffee. And I was just like, you know what? This is a little bit. That was the only downside, I'd say.
Yeah.
A full price ticket with no lunch provided is always a little bit like, But actually, it was such a well-run event. Ricky always does an amazing job. Shout out to Ricky Me, who runs all the Realmshift events. Is also doing Realmshift events at Entoyment as well.
Which we will go through later.
I've got some dates for those for people.
Which no one should miss. But really, I enjoyed the event. I think overall, the actual tournament, 10 out of 10. The venue, 8 out of 10. Purely because
the cost.
Because the cost,
the extra bits,
exactly. I could have been lazier, but my games, because I run such a movie like big model count army, it kind of ends up being that my games kind of run very close to the wire. So for me to then be able to look around the venue hall and go to get lunch and say spoons or something, it just wasn't really feasible.
Yeah, I know, I get it. So just for clarification for everyone. Realmshift is a tournament that's part of Beachhead, which is a big expo down in Bournemouth at the Vic, where they have stalls for lots of different things, including like Duncan Rhodes Paintings Academy is there, and they have giant Titan battles and all sorts there in the actual expo bit. And as part of the ticket for Realmshift, you get to have access to that as well.
How much is a ticket just to get in? Because you just got in, didn't you?
£15 it cost me for the Sunday.
For the day, yeah. So if you say £15 a day on the 2 days you're there, that's 30
Which
quid.
is 30 quid. Yeah.
So if you knock that off the price of your ticket, it's actually
probably quite cheap, isn't it?
Yeah,
cheap.
It's not bad.
Event,
yeah.
You also you get the if there are so at Beachhead there are so many different game systems going on. Pretty much all the GW ones, some I'd never even heard of, which were going on. Card games, card tournaments, pretty much everything you can think of is going on there. Demos for new games. They're also a super major for 40k. I found out, Paul, it's not 7 games, it's 6. They do 1 on the Friday night, I think 2 on the Saturday, and then 3 on the Sunday.
So they do 3 on the Saturday, but if you play the Friday night, you don't have to do the first game.
Basically, I think that's what it is. Yeah. So you have, so they have like over 200 players for that. So it's a pretty big event. And I reckon that if you've never been, anybody listening to this, try and make the effort. It's middle of February, so it's not overly expensive on hotels and things. I think you could attest to that, Paul.
Yeah, no, it's decent value for hotels. So
yeah, you should always come and attend it. It's really good.
That's quite interesting, actually, because that was always my idea. And I'm sure I said to you, Paul, before about playing a game on a Friday night.
Yeah.
You can play a game on the Friday night as an extra one if you want to do 6, or so that you then don't, you get a lay-in on the Saturday if you want a bit.
Yeah, so that's basically what 40k do.
Yeah.
I can't say I blame. It's not a bad shout because I think playing 3 games followed by 3 games would be knackering.
Yeah.
Well, we used to do it all the time at South Coast, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, South Coast. Yeah.
I think that's a bit before my time, sadly.
It is.
Yes, a little bit. So, Paul, what about your take on the event?
So, start with, obviously, I'd agree with the prices of stuff in the venue. I never really got anything in the venue. I went out because I had KO, so I was feeling like, pick your army for the venue, basically, is all I'm saying.
To be fair, Paul, with your KO, you had time to go home, cook something, and then come back from Dorchester.
Yeah, so I had plenty of time. So I went to Spoons, and then the second day, actually, we just went to the shop down the road, got a packet of crisps, a sandwich, and that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're supposed to bring your own food in or not. Nobody stopped us, so there were loads of people doing it.
I remember that for next year, actually.
But I would say venue. I would say 9 out of 10, barring the food. It's a great venue. It's clean. It's airy. It didn't have gamer smell, even with all those people in there. So many game systems on offer. You could go and play whatever you like. Obviously, come play AOS, but yeah, there was pretty much any game system you want to play, you could go and do it. It was really nice just wandering around and watching different games being played and seeing some of the armies and different bits on display. Lots of stalls to go around, spend your money at. Really sort of, you could spend like half. I don't think you spend a whole day looking around it, but half a day definitely if you weren't playing. So you could just come along and have a mooch around.
Oh yeah. Which made it good when you were playing, to be fair, because then in between, like you were, you could go you were like, I'm not sat here doing nothing for an hour and a half.
No. Even though we had that many people, the toilets weren't disgusting, were they? They were okay.
No. And there wasn't really a queue for them either.
No, so that wasn't too bad. Ricky has put a lot of time into that event now. I helped him with some scenery, and every board had what I would call good scenery on it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Matt and Jen, again, pro painted guys, helped him with a few of the mats and scenery as well. So they're definitely helping in the local community keep the standard of the tables at local events up. So any events you see in our local area are going to have proper terrain on it. It's not just going to be like 3 bits of cardboard and a wall. Yeah. This was all proper, decent terrain. Good.
I mean, that sounds like even more of a reason to support Pro Painted Studios so they can keep providing fantastic terrain for the local scenery. 100%. Don't forget, guys, to use the referral code HowManyOnes, that's HowManyOnes, to get a 10% discount on any of your purchases.
Are you sure you haven't been trained by a US TV? You're amazing, Rich Bunker. You need to be working for QVC.
My full-time.
Why are you not working for them?
My real-world job. I spent 20 years selling things in sales. That's kind of why it's just a built-in thing. Also, yes, I am a shill, and I think Matt and Jen are lovely, and I want to buy them a second house. That's what
you're not a shill because they're selling good products. So
they're selling fantastic products.
It's not like
that I use myself.
But it's the way he says it. It sounds like he's a shill. No, he says it. He sounds like he sounds like that dodgy car salesman who convinced you to buy that car, which looks really nice on the outside. Turns out it's like a hamster inside on the wheel.
But now he's selling.
Oh, now he's hamsters selling, again. Hamsters on the inside. Oh my god!
He's selling good cars that are good cars.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's fine.
Some of the finest gaming accoutrement you'll ever get.
Yeah, I would say if you buy nothing else from Matt and Jen down at Pro Painted, buy the set of magnetized 9-inch, 6-inch sticks.
Yeah,
because they're so useful for everything you do.
And customized if you want them.
Yeah, if you want to put your names, your logos, whatever on them, you can get a box to store them in so you don't break them like I would.
And then you can measure whatever you want with them as well.
Yep.
How many rats? How many rats?
So you guys both recommend it as a good event.
Sorry, I didn't want to try and go next. Saying about the train.
I would so the train was excellent. Ricky ran it really well. He kept everybody on time.
Really good.
I think the pack was fine. Like you say, all the battle plans were out after list submission, but well before the event, which was really good.
Yeah, it's good.
And all in all, I would definitely be back next year to
100%.
defend the Buckler Cup.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be back because it's just a really, really nice event, run well, and I get to. It's always that thing, like because I've played events over different parts of the country. It's nice to see people I haven't seen in like a year. So I think that I'll bump into like Neil from down in, I normally see at Devon Destruction and stuff, and occasionally I'll bump into him here at this and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really good event, really good time, definitely worth the money to go for anybody and any system. Just go for that alone. Play some games, have some fun, meet some new people. Never be intimidated by. I know some people could be intimidated by tournament play, like if you've never done it before, but you should definitely do it. You'll learn so much more about your army by losing than you do by winning. So go lose some games and meet new people and have fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. So who were the winners and the losers there then, Matt?
So we'll do top 4. I'll do because that's what this stuff with Goonhammer does, and that's what I am. So in 4th place was a chap called Matt Juddery with Idnef Deepkin.
Beautiful army. I think
I
he won Best
see
Painted.
the list as well. Oh, did he? That's good.
I think he did. I'm not sure, but I think he did.
So he had Oracle of the Abyss, Su Ishlan, Leviathan, Reinforced Morsar, Aspect of the Storm, and Aspect of the Sea.
Oh, okay, just big boys.
So he had both Eidolons, and so he had so that's an interesting little list there. That looks quite cool. It's almost there can be only one as well, which is nice. Next, third was Bing Torrance. And he had Head Knights. He had Shalaxi, Reinforced Bliss Barbs, Reinforced Sickblade Seekers, and then a Keeper of Secrets with some Fiends and Reinforced Slangor from Soggy.
Yeah.
So
they're a good unit.
Yeah.
Then, second was Michael Wilson with his Blades of Corn army. So he has Wrath of Corn Bloodthirster.
Which likes to roll 6s against KO.
It does.
No, that's the Internet Rage one.
Oh, right.
Wrath of Corn is the anti-hero one. Internet Rage is the one that does the mortals everywhere. And he's got 2 units of Reinforced Mighty Skull Crushers and 1 unit of Reinforced Scourge of Gyran Blood Crushers. So yeah, that's a lot of 2-up saves, isn't it, really?
Yeah. A lot of 2-up saves, and all can't be shot because it sits on Obscurity Rain. That was the other thing I forgot to say. When I played Mike, I played on the battle plan where every piece on the board was a wood.
Oh, so you basically had no chance anyway, really, in that way. So yeah.
That did not help me at all.
No. And then winning the event was Brandon Eaton with Skaven. So at least Skaven won it, Rich, which is nice.
It did.
Yay!
So well done, Brandon.
Yeah, the local lads.
Very well done,
local
Brandon.
as well.
He's a very good player with Skaven. Really good player.
He had the Scourge of Gyran Grey Seer on Bell, then some Plague Monks, then a Furnace with more Plague Monks, then Lord Screech with more Plague Monks, and then a Deceiver with Rich's favourite Scurry Away, and then a Deathmaster. So that's quite a varied list there. So to go 5-0.
He really rates
good,
Plague Monks. Like Brandon thinks there's a lot of play in Plague Monks. I'm not sure I agree, but obviously he wins events. I don't. So there must be something in Plague Monks that I
would like to see play in the Plague Monks if the models weren't so bloody old. Then I'd be quite happy seeing play.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because they're not enough. They are not nice models. The same with the Night Runners. Like, I'd really like to see updated Night Runners as well.
We can only hope that eventually.
I think it'll be a while because I think we've had our range. We had a range refresh.
Skaven were done, weren't they, at the start?
Yeah, we're not going to get much for a long time. Probably the odd hero for about another 10 years.
Probably, and also because you were the first army to come out in this edition, that probably means you'll be later in the next edition. So if we get even longer to wait,
fine by me. They might not. Yeah, they're fine by me.
Yeah, but okay, well, good event. So Ricky's also doing some more events at Entoyment in Poole, which is a big hobby centre at the shop.
Again,
there.
Fantastic venue. If you've never been to it, Entoyment's beautiful. You've got a lovely cafe there. You've got such a range of stuff that you'll never have seen in a million years. Honestly, it's like I always joke to people who've not been there. It's like a big Tesco's of hobby. If you haven't got it, if you can't find it anywhere else, they'll have it.
Yeah, it's like a warehouse of hobby goodness, isn't it?
And the cafe's really good. Like, you can good. Get a really nice pizza. That's what I normally get when I'm there.
And the chicken bites are nice as well. Actually, they're really nice.
Okay. So dates. So we have Realmshift series Chapter 1, the 16th and 17th of May. Realmshift series Chapter 2, the 15th and 16th of August. And Realmshift series Chapter 3, the 21st and 22nd of November. So add those dates to your diary. I'm guessing Ricky will be. I don't know where the tickets will be up for that. We'll find out from Ricky and let you know next time.
Yeah.
But those are the dates.
So where it said they're linked together, are they?
Yes. So it's like a. So I believe it's going to be a series. So if you play in all three, you'll get all your scores added together. And I think the person who comes highest out of the whole series, don't quote me on this, but I think this is what Ricky said, is going to get a ticket to Beachhead next year.
Right, oh, nice. Okay. So well worth taking part in all three.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what he said. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that was being mooted.
Yeah.
So there will be a prize, I'm sure he said, for them, and I think it was going to be that.
That should be good.
That'll be good.
Well, I think the next one, are we all three of us at it? The next event?
The next event is
South Coast, isn't it? I think for all of us.
Yes, the Hans GT that's moved.
I thought you were doing Mardi Gras.
The Southern GT these days.
No, I'm not doing Mardi Gras, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, the next review will be me and Poole again.
Yeah, we can do a Mardi Gras one.
We've got a Mardi Gras, and we've got Tzeentch Battletome to do, and Luminous Battletome to do.
Yeah.
So and OBR Battletome to do.
Yeah.
Because that's
nice.
Been up for pre-order.
And we're going to have
Sylvaneth as well.
Sylvaneth soon, isn't it? Sylvaneth. Because they showed that new Grove Garden, didn't they? That was cool.
That was a Valentine's Day thing they did.
Yeah, I didn't know why they did it, and then someone said, "Oh, it's Valentine's Day," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I suppose so."
Oh, you didn't forget, did you?
What day?
Valentine's Day. Did Amy have to batter you because you failed to remember Valentine's Day?
No, I remember Valentine's Day.
Oh, well done.
I remembered it.
Nice. Well, I had a romantic Valentine's Day getting a haircut, so yeah. Ooh.
That's good.
My barber appreciated me company anyway.
I was about to ask what hair did you have cut, but I thought no.
I think we know what hair cut.
The undergrowth to make room for more rats, apparently.
Yeah.
You have to shave the rat first, so.
Oh yeah, 100%. Got to do it properly, you know what I mean? But I think, I think also just to say there are other events. Obviously, it depends where you are in the country or in the world listening to this. But it's important if your local gaming centre is doing events, attend, get the games
going. Meet
people.
Then
meet people. You'll play more games. You'll have more fun. And I can personally say that before I got involved in Age of Sigmar or any miniatures games, I had a lot less friends and a lot less fun. So I'd recommend it to anybody. Get some tournament play and have some fun. Even if you do play already and you have friends, you'll just understand your army better.
That is 100% correct, Rich. I think Matt's got tickets left for Mardi Gras, hasn't he? I think
he might do. Where you can, if you're local, you can get to meet the pleasure of meeting us. Or if you know us already, the displeasure of meeting us.
And you can buy tickets for the Pro Painting Studios events through their website.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So
while you're buying your merch, you get a ticket as well. I think that there's lots of tickets left for Halloween achievements as well,
which is another one of my not to miss events.
Yeah,
of the year,
that's definitely top 3 of the year. That one.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything else you guys want to say?
Oh yeah, one thing. What have you been lurking at this week, Matt? What's your internet perv been?
I don't perv on anything, do I?
Where have you been lurking?
I haven't been lurking anywhere. Worm? I don't lurk. I haven't really been looking at anything, I don't think. What have I been looking at? No, I can't think of anything really. Just been too distracted with making stuff and trying to work, really.
I would like to say thank you to all the people who came up to me at Realmshift and said they'd been listening to the podcast and they were liking it. So I would say thank you very much for that. We like making it, and pass it on to your friends and anybody you know. So it's the word.
Well, I didn't get any of that. They obviously don't like listening to me.
You're not important enough.
No, I mean,
fine. What can I say?
Paul's just the better person at tournaments. That's fine. That's all right, guys. Nice to know you feel. Appreciate that.
It's easy to find the old man in the tournament because they know it's me. So maybe it's that.
Oh,
maybe.
Dear. Well, yes.
Okay, well,
thank you to my opponents. Actually, I will say that because you were all a lot of fun.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a nice time, which is nice to see.
We did. It was a shame we weren't there.
Yeah, we'll try next year and go. Should be able to. Hopefully. But we'll see. Cool. Well, if there's nothing else to add.
Nope. I don't think so.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
And
cheers.
we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.